Talk Nation, welcome back everybody. We got some breaking news. Some of you might have heard, some of you might not have heard. Unfortunately, Uzcategui got caught with that needle, man. The fight is all between Uzcategui and David Benavidez due to Uzcategui testing positive for banned substance EPO. Now, I like y'all because there's been a couple of fighters getting popped for banned substances. So I said, you know what? Let me see what they talking about. You know what I mean? Because I knew Uzcategui was going to need some help, but this is the type of help that he needed. Now, what is EPO? Let's start off right there. EPO is part of a class of substances that are called erythropoiesis, something like that. But it's a stimulating agent, ESA. And a clinical testing, EPO is primarily used for kidney failure, chemotherapy, and other medical conditions involving red blood cell loss and anemia. Now, is EPO prohibited in the sport? This will be good. EPO is prohibited at all times under the WADA prohibited list and is most commonly used non-specific substance in the class of peptide hormones, growth factors, and related substances, and category S2.1 of the list. EPO has been on the WADA prohibited list since its inception in 2004, and prior to that it was on the International Olympic Committee, the IOC list of banned substances and methods. Why is EPO prohibited? Short version, EPO has long history of abuse in endurance sports. Boxing is most certainly an endurance sport. Blood doping involves the misuse of certain techniques and/or substances like EPO increases one red blood cell mass, which allows the body to transport more oxygen to the muscles. Now, Uzcategui, he's older than Benavidez, so naturally, even if he trains well, he's going to gas out quicker than Benavidez. So by him taking this substance, is basically going to give him more gas. You know what I mean? By sending oxygen, as they say, oxygenating your blood, it's sending oxygen to his blood. You know what I mean? So he doesn't get fatigued, he doesn't get muscle cramps, meaning he will be able to last and be more durable in the fight. Now, I knew that he was going to need some help in this fight. You know what I'm saying? Because David Benavidez is a bit of a problem. Now, what is blood doping? Now, blood doping, which may include the use of, here go another one, erythropoietin, EPO, is among the most well-known methods of doping in the sport. Now, blood doping is the practice of misusing certain techniques and substances to increase the number of circulating red blood cells and hemoglobin mass in the body. As I said, since hemoglobin within the red blood cells carry oxygen to the muscles, which I said, this lets the body transport more oxygen to working muscles and increase their aerobic capacity and endurance. Again, as I said, as well as improve recovery. Blood doping involves using pharmaceuticals such as EPO and other biosimilars to stimulate the production of more red blood cells or the infusion of additional red blood cell volume. Now, the manipulation of blood and blood components to enhance performance is prohibited at all times under the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, prohibited list. Now, coming into this fight, David Benavidez, not only is he hungry, but he's on a mission. We all know he wants Canelo. We all know he possibly wants, he wants Caleb Plant. Depending upon how this fight looks between Canelo and Caleb Plant, as I said, the ramifications are great for David Benavidez. So coming into this fight, I know David Benavidez, 24-0, 21 knockouts, age 24, height 6'1.5", reach 74 inches and a half. He's from Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to Phoenix. He was the better competitor. pretty much in every way. You know what I mean? But for Jose Uzcategui to cheat, I mean, that's sad. You know what I mean? Put everything that you got into the gym, which will calculate you putting everything into the fight once you step into the ring. And if you get outboxed, you get outboxed. If you get knocked out, you get knocked out. That's the name of the game. Cheating just to get an edge is not only prohibited, but it's sorry, because you can lose your life in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Going back to Deontay Wilder, why he was so quote-unquote adamant with Tyson Fury, because he felt as though at one time that he cheated. Man, with the power of Deontay Wilder, just imagine somebody like Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying, doing something like that when he already has cataclysmic power. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody can die in the ring. So for you to do that, just because you quote-unquote need an edge, maybe it's your time to exit the sport. And he may not bounce back from this. Uzcategui is not like he's a top-tier competitor. So now you have, you know what I'm saying, you a doper on your resume. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's worse than a loss. So now your next fight, if you get a next fight, it ain't gonna be by, it's not gonna be by anybody notable, but by you going in there facing somebody like David Benavidez, super explosive young talent, you know what I'm saying, possibly the future king of the middleweight division, and you hold your own, or you upset him, you just revitalized and rejuvenated your career. But now you took yourself out the game by what? By doping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like, you know these people is gonna come around and they testing for COVID, banned substances, everything. So you should be in the gym, focused and clean. But you know what? It's not only on him. I'm also gonna blame his team, because your team know what you do. I don't care. Everybody might not know what you do on your team, but somebody does. And that one person who knew, they should have pulled your coattail and said, you know what, champ? No. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it done in the gym. But unfortunately, the fight is off between David Benavidez and Jose Uzcategui. I do believe his next opponent shall be, because he still has the November 13th fight date, but now he's going to be fighting Kyrone Davis, which his record is 16-2-1 with 6 knockouts. He's 26 years of age, so he's still relatively young, but he's nowhere near on the level, let's keep it real, of David Benavidez. He's an orthodox fighter. He's 5'10". He's shorter than David Benavidez. His reach is 73 inches. His reach is shorter than David Benavidez. He's from Monmouth County, New Jersey, so he's from up north. And his draw on his record comes from Anthony Durrell, not too shabby. But Patrick Day, which was a loss, that was unanimous decision. And Junior Castillo, that was also a unanimous decision. Those are his 2 losses. Now, he's young, but he's not as seasoned as David Benavidez. He's not as strong or fast as Benavidez, excuse me. And to keep it 100 with y'all, I've never seen him fight. But looking at the numbers, A, and B, looking at the fighter that is David Benavidez, he doesn't hold a candle. But see, this is boxing. We don't know how Kyrone Davis is training. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? You know what I mean? He could be a hidden gem that we don't know about. And he can go in there and give David Benavidez a hell of a fight. And if he does that, now his stock has been elevated. And that's what it's about, man. It's about going into the gym, going into the ring, putting everything into the gym, everything into the fight. And if you come out victorious, you walk out with your hand and your head held high. But when you cheat, you do things like that, now, you know what I'm saying, your career is looking kind of shaky. But I just wanted to give everybody that. I'm going to try to put up a couple of pictures also so you guys can read in case you want to go back for your own reference. Or you can go back and look it up, you know what I'm saying? Because I went online, I believe, to the USADA, and that's where I got the facts from. But stay tuned. The fight is still on November 13th, but unfortunately the competitors have changed. So Kyrone Davis, I hope you're ready, youngin', because David Benavidez is coming and he's on a mission. Talk Nation Stand Up is your boy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like the video, if you like the facts, man, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to share the truth. Peace.